Hello friends, my name is Coco, and you don't know me and I don't know you, but I'm very happy you're alive today. I think about similarities when working with kids, working with adults, and not like necessarily working with adults, but kind of interacting with adults. And one thing I kind of noticed about working with kids is, it's interesting when you work with them because you do have to flex your patience. And there's a lot of times where you're really testing that patience and really having to practice that patience because, a kid's having a bad week or a bad day or a bad month or whatever the case is. But I look at it as the next day. I don't come the next day and say, God, I just got to deal with this kid and I just got to whatever. I have to kind of shake it off and say, you know what, people have bad days. And even though I was at the brunt end of that bad day, nonetheless, I can't come back to that person and expect the same things because now I'm also kind of creating negativity and narratives that may not necessarily be there the next day. So when I think about that, I think about how that applies with certain people in our lives. And we all know that one person that, is we don't really like to be around, or it's always kind of a negative experience or whatever the case may be. But sometimes when we have to be around that person, we already say, oh, God, I got to deal with so-and-so today, or oh, God, I got to talk to so-and-so. And it's not always that way. It's not always going to be painful or excruciating or, mind-numbing or just, annoying or whatever other words you want to fill in for that person you're thinking of. Sometimes we're just feeling that way and we can be pleasantly surprised. Sometimes people just have bad days. And sometimes, unfortunately, you're being at the brunt end of that bad day. And yeah, it's not fair and it's not right. And I don't agree that people should direct their bad days towards other people, but people do have bad days, and sometimes we can't just judge one bad day as the basis for the rest of our interactions with them for the rest of our lives. We gotta take a step back and say, okay, if I had a bad day, I don't want anyone thinking that's just me 24/7. And sometimes we have to do the same. And now I know there are people who, no matter what, even if you try to look positively, they're just always negative and bad. And there are those special cases. We all know at least one, right? But we can start creating those narratives with other people, though. We can start thinking like, oh, God, I got to deal with this, or oh, God, I got to handle this person. But it doesn't always have to be that way. So I just kind of wanted to share that with you today, that sometimes we can create narratives and attitudes towards people, and it may not necessarily be the case. Or it was just kind of a one-time thing or just a couple times, and all of a sudden, now this person is okay, and they can talk to us. And communication is the key, like I said in other videos, but we have to also leave ourselves open to that communication as well. So hopefully I made sense today. Things I think about, does it help you? I don't know. But anyway, just think about it, okay? Take a step back, take a breather, and just realize that, just because one bad day, it doesn't count for the rest of somebody's life. Just like our bad day doesn't define the rest of our life, right? So anyway, I love you all. Do the best you can. That's all that anybody asks for. And remember, I am very happy you're alive today, okay? Go out there, have a good day, have a great experience. And even if you have a bad experience with somebody, don't worry about it. You're home, you're in your own dojo, in your own house, and you can just kind of refresh yourself and get yourself ready for the next day. Every day is different. Not one day is the same, okay? All right, guys, have a great night, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.